Hello, my beautiful Sagicorn. Welcome to your bonus reading. So, I'm so sorry for doing this way after your birthday, but I hope you had a wonderful one. Your cusp video about like your cusp traits and struggles and everything should come up on the same day as this video or soon. I'm not sure when, but it will eventually come up. And yeah, so I hope you had a wonderful one. Today we're going to do your bonus reading. And we're going to take a look at the blessings that are coming in and when, okay? So yeah, that's it. Let's get into it. Don't forget to smash the like button if you like this type of content. Do subscribe if you're new here. I would love to have another cuspy. And prior readings link is going to be down below. Let's just dive right into it. So we have over here the elements of fire, air, earth, and water create powerful protection. We also have self-confidence, strong self-belief and sense of worth, and Trinket of 5, manifesting money and income. So I kind of feel like you may have been through this, maybe a little bit of a rough time in sense of maybe other people's opinions, I feel, especially because you have here sun as well. The golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. And it's like, you may have some recognition, but it's like, at what cost? You know, and this could be family, could be teachers, could be just people that see you. They see the progress you're making, but they could be trying to dim your light, trying to make you feel self-conscious, trying to make you feel insecure about your progress and everything. And I feel like one of the blessings that is coming forward is that you're not giving, you're not carrying a single bit. You know, and I feel like you're creating this beautiful protection within yourself. Of course, your guides have your back and everything, but I feel like you're feeling confident enough to protect yourself from people. And that in turn, it expands you and it brings your vibration to a higher level, and you just keep attracting more and more and more money, more income, more fame and fortune, and more happiness, I feel. And I feel like that confidence is going to be the key of all of it. So I feel like we're also going to pull some advice for you to be able to connect with the blessings a little bit better. But I feel like the key here is going to be for you to be open to possibilities, to your goodness, to your success, being open to the person you are able to be, the person you are able to become, the things you are able to create. That is what's going to bring you this. And that is what's going to protect you. It's because you're so sure of yourself that no one can stop you. All right? So let's see here what else we have. Let's pull some more oracle. Ooh. Yeah, look at this. We have self-acceptance. We also have divine love with divine connection. Look at that. So this could also be talking about a love relationship that maybe you have been dealing with some toxic relationships, and I feel like that is being cleared up. I feel like you're really connecting with someone really, really beautiful, and you're really starting to embrace who you are. And there's this thing of like, for some of you, it could have been that thing of career, and you were getting a lot of attention, but the attention was bad. You know, people were always judging you, especially those close to you. And if this relates to love, I feel like the intention you were getting from other people was toxic, was people wanting to control you, people wanting to manipulate you. And I feel like as you start building the self-confidence, as you start building the beautiful things you were able to create in your life, and like imagining all the good you could have, all the beautiful relationships you could have, I feel like you start attracting this beautiful love your way, okay? So actually, I pulled this deck because I haven't used it in a while, so let's use it. Forget-me-nots, internal memories, internal. I did say internal. So I do feel like, again, internal memories. I feel like you're reframing your mindset. You're reframing who you are at your own eyes. You're reteaching yourself who you are. And that is the most powerful thing you could do. That is a beautiful blessing. So the best things in life are the people you've loved, the places you've seen, and the memories you've made along the way. And that is absolutely freaking true. And it's like you're choosing to focus on the good times. You're choosing to focus on the good things you have experienced, the good people you have met, you know, and the experience where you've thrived. I feel like that is also something that is shifting for you, is that you're no longer holding on to the failures. You're no longer holding on to the things you didn't do, to the things you should have done. You're holding on to the things that you did well, to the trying, to the adrenaline. You're holding on to the experience. You're holding on to the feeling of being proud. And man, that is a blessing, because after that, more blessings come forward, including this divine love. So we also have Pensies, sweet thoughts. Oh, pray you love, remember. And there are Pensies, that's for thoughts. And I feel like it's really related with those internal memories that I was talking about. It's like you're in thoughts. It's like you're reframing your mindset. So let's pull some tarot here. I feel like I'm talking really fast, but I don't know. I'm excited. I'm alive. So sorry about that, but not sorry. So let's pull here some tarot. And I'm sorry if you're new here and I'm kind of scaring you. I promise I'm nice. All right, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Death card. What else do we have? Oh my goodness. Nine of Cups. Let's get one more. Knight of Cups. Six of Swords. A lot of movement. For some of you, if you're already connecting with someone, I feel like you're leveling up the relationship. Okay, a lot of movement here, especially in terms of the heart. But with this Death, Nine of Pentacles and Death card, those were the two first cards to come out. Nine of Pentacles, it's you feeling independent, powerful, beautiful. Oh, and I just looked out at the window and the moon is showing up and it's so beautiful. Okay. And that also has some symbolism, because the moon is your subconscious mind. And this Death, it's exactly that. It's you lifting this veil, because behind it, what you were seeing was this death, was this skeleton, right? Where was failure and just things that you shouldn't love about yourself. And I feel like the second you lift the veil, you find this really beautiful person. You find this person. I even feel like it's the same person on this Nine of Pentacles. You find the essence of who you truly are. You find your qualities, your most spectacular traits. And that is, I feel like, when everything changes. And that is when I feel like you start falling in love, even with the things, with the bad things, even with the things you think you shouldn't love. So a lot of self-love is definitely coming towards you. And I feel like a lot of fulfillment, a lot with this Nine of Cups especially. This is about wishes coming true. So it's like when you start getting into this place of independence and self-abundance, self-acceptance, self-confidence, you start attracting this divine love that could come forward. Maybe you have a crush on someone and they come forward with some really like, hey, I kind of have a crush on you. And you're like, no way, I kind of have a crush on you too. And things just start moving forward. Because I feel like with the Six of Swords, it's about moving things towards calmer waters. You know, it's about reaching a new place in your life. And I feel like that is just incredible. That is just incredible. So actually, hold on. Because we're talking a lot about self-care. And we're getting into the advice section here. And I did something fun. So I saw some self-care dice on Crystal Girl Tarot. She's really good. I really like her. You should definitely go give her a follow. And I was like, yo, that is such a great idea. Let me make my own. So I was feeling creative, and I was trying to connect with my inner child. And so I made some self-care dice. So now that we're talking about self-care and everything, and we're getting into the advice, before we pull some cards, let's roll some dice here and see what we have. So go buy yourself something cute, okay? Because, looks are not everything. But I do feel that if you're wearing something that makes you feel you, if you're wearing something that makes you feel comfortable, but at the same time confident, that changes the whole game. And speaking for experience, because I don't like to buy a lot of clothes, because I don't think that makes sense for me. But I was getting to this point where the clothes, they also hold some symbolism and they hold some story as well. And so the clothes I was wearing was from I was insecure, when I didn't love myself, where I didn't have any friends. It was all attached to the past. And so I started clearing that away, and I started buying clothes for me, because most of those clothes were gifted. Most of those clothes were, bought by my mom or something. And I started buying clothes for myself, for my taste, how I liked it. And that really changed the whole thing because I started feeling so confident and I started feeling really good about who I was. All right. So that is a little something. And it's funny that I just mentioned the inner child. You do have inner child here. So I really feel like this could have been something that was happening like throughout your life, throughout your childhood. Maybe your friends, you didn't get too many friends, or the friends that you had, they were toxic. You could obviously be also talking about relationships. And I feel like it just kept wounding you and making you feel even worse. And so I feel like it's time for you to connect back with that inner child. It's time for you to connect back with who you want to be, with your dreams, right? And I do feel like as you start moving, for some of you, you could be physically moving actually. You could actually be meeting some new friends, all right? So we also have here dance and no. So it's time for you to say no from anything that does not align with who you are and who you want to be, all right? And to cut some people off as well. Stand up for yourself, all right? So, yeah, we have courage when picking roses, don't fear the thorns. We also have success, bloom wherever you were planted. Yes. All right. Let's take these two, so then three, so then we can take a look at timing. So we have change, as with falling leaves, embrace change. Embrace that you are transforming into who you always wanted to be. And I feel like, that's something spectacular, right? That's something amazing. But it is also a bit scary because it's like, oh my God, what then? Like I become that person, what happens then? Because I'm not used to being that person. Then I have reached the goal and what comes after it. And it is scary because everything around you changes. But embrace that change because I feel like you're going to be so much happier when you do. All right? It does take courage. Wildflower, live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by anything. So again, say no to anything that is draining you, to anything that doesn't support you. And we also have present. Journey into the garden to escape the two eternities, the past and the future. And stay in the present moment. All right? Stay in who you are. And I feel like you start noticing that there are a couple of things with this message, actually. You start noticing that things that you want to like about yourself, you can already do that now. You want to like your body. You want to love your body. You can already do that now. It's not about the things that you change in your body. It's about the things you say to your body. It's about how you treat your body. Then you can start loving your body when you do all those things. And another thing is that if you want to start becoming the person you always wanted to be, start becoming it now. Don't wait until you're ready. Don't wait until the perfect time shows up. Don't wait until you're having the tools to be that person. You already have the tools. And that is called routines. Okay? It's something really simple but changes the whole thing. All right? And that's how you start. All right? So we'll hear some timing to see when these blessings may be coming in. Okay. That one wanted to come out, but it didn't. Oh, so we have next week. That's quick. We also have winter, which if you are in the northern hemisphere, as I am, we are currently in that. And in a few years. So I really feel like in a few years, this may have been something that you have been working for a few years. And if you're just starting now, it may go on for a few years. And I feel like when we talk about self-care and self-love, we're like, oh yeah, this is so quick. It's just like I change my routines and everything's great. Or I start loving my body and everything's great. It's not that linear and it's not that quick. Until I really, 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 really loved myself, it took me 2 years. And it's still a process. It's still something I'm learning. It's still something I'm growing. And we all have our breakdowns. We all fall back from time to time. And it's about being open to that falling back. It's about being open to hit the rock bottom from time to time, because that needs to happen. The thing is, the time you take to get up and to get out of the rock bottom, it's much less. It's much quicker to get out of there. Okay? Because you know your worth now. And you know that rock bottom doesn't define who you are and doesn't define your future. All right? So, Sagicorn, I hope this was worth waiting for. This was worth the delay. But here we are. I did it. And I hope it resonated. Hope it helped. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. Private readings, the link is going to be down below. And actually this week, your love reading, depending on when you're watching this, but your love reading will come up. I believe it's on Sunday. I think it's on Sunday. So definitely stay tuned to that. And yeah, that's it. So I wish you the freaking best. I love you very much. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.